I haven't had light out since I've been here. I think we had one light out for like maybe a couple of hours, but genuinely, I have not experienced light out since I've been here this go around.
Do you think Ghanaians are more nationalistic and Nigerians are individualistic? I want to understand. I want to know your opinion. In this video, this is something that someone is saying in this video, and also I have other foreigners sharing their experience living in Ghana. Let's go into the videos, watch, come back and talk.
Do you know that Ghanaians are more nationalistic, whilst Nigerians are more individualistic? Let me explain. You guys will attest to the fact that Nigerians are always saying that Ghanaians are not rich. We don't have rich men in Ghana. When you name top 20 richest men in Africa, Ghanaians would not have a record in that. Now, let me tell you why. The difference is that, you see, as a child growing up in Ghana, adages like Edimpa Yesin Ahunya will be echoed into your ears. This literally means good name is better than riches. When a Ghanaian man gets money, he's thinking about how to acquire that good name. His self-actualization is to get good name. So they will embark on projects that will benefit the entire nation and hence will earn him some good name. A typical example is Niama, the Ghanaian businessman who recently had the biggest party in Africa. There is these videos of him trending because he's been able to come out with a national food bank. National food banks where Ghanaians who cannot afford 3 square meal can walk in there and at least eat for free once a day. I would rather prefer the entire nation hailing him by his good deeds than rather building more wealth. You get what I'm saying? The Nigerian, on the other hand, would rather keep reinvesting his money in order to get more money, in order to get more respect. To Nigerians, money is respect. To Ghanaians, good name and dignity is respect. To a Nigerian, getting money is everything, so he would do anything for money. Not all of them. To a Ghanaian, he has to make an impact for him to gain respect. To a Nigerian, he has to make more money to gain respect. So for that reason, he would do anything and everything for money.
These three just happened these few days, and I will tell you, say, true, Ghana, my motherland. Now, land will care for its children. And land will care for our children. You know, understand? Okay, now look around. For these past few days now, this helicopter crash will happen. The whole country, they mourn. Particularly Accra. If you come Accra, you will not say, yes, something happened for this city. The city is not the same. Everywhere is quiet. Everywhere is quiet, like quiet. You understand? That's to tell you that something actually happened in this country. The last time Ghana felt like this was June 3rd, 2015. When they had, I don't want to talk about that, but it was a tough day for Ghana. It was a similar day like this. Everywhere was quiet. The whole country was mourning. That is to tell you that a country that cares for her citizens, the people in the country care for the people. I don't mean to compare, but my country in Nigeria, the whole 200 people died in Benue. Not that they had an accident. Group of people, of bad gang came to unalive these people. It took a whole pope from France to encourage my president to go there and visit. Otherwise, my president will keep quiet. Every day, people are losing their life. Every day, Jos, Bayelsa, Port Harcourt, people are losing it. And my president did not address it. And guess what? These are gang group of terror that does this. They do this thing. So my president never say, okay, we're gonna maybe send troops, to go and look for this group of terrorists. No. Imagine, see what happened for Ghana a few days ago. See how the president come out, address them. Imagine a group of people do this thing, eh? I promise you that group of people will be caught in less than 2 weeks. Let me not say less than 1 week, in less than 2 weeks. You understand? Now imagine that this happens. It's a natural thing that happens every now and then. We just don't pray for it. You don't understand? So, I'm a proud Nigerian, but every now and then I see complain. I say, God, why am I from Nigeria? Because if you live in Nigeria, you grew up in Nigeria, you come outside Nigeria, see how government treat their citizens from another country, you ask yourself, is Nigeria really a country? Is Nigeria really a country? And if you say it, oh, Ghana is this, they say, you compare that small Ghana, that Ghana of yesterday. Ghana of yesterday, but Ghana is more human. Ghana government is more human than Nigerian government. They are more reasonable than Nigerian government. Nigerian government need to come for lectures in Ghana. Particularly our politicians, they need to come and bring their self to the assembly house in Ghana, and they will lecture them how to actually govern them, how to rule a country, how to take care of a country. They should come to Ghana, and Ghana will lecture them through. Ghana will show them the way. Because Nigeria government is nothing but heartless. Now every day it's a norm now in Nigeria. They say they throw bomb for just. Oh, Charlie, how many people lost their life? 10 people. What are we eating? What is the party? They go take them like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. If I see Ghana, I'm hyping Ghana. They say, why are you hyping Ghana? Anyway, God bless Ghana. God bless Nigeria. God bless Africa. Ghana, Nigeria, Presido. Peace, my people.
So we will pray make government go help us. Nine top minister of finance that they die for the street of Ghana. Fire, wait till we do now. If a fire come, how we walk out to escape? Because God self never set a fire self. We don't burn. God, I beg help us, I beg, go help us. If not to set water one side, set the ocean one side, more know where we will swim go. If not to roast us small, pour us water small, more no go die finish inside fire.
It's officially time to launch my asanka and tapoli. What better way than to make my favorite soup? My mom sent me fufu, and this is the best soup I can think of. I started by washing my meat and steaming it with a bit of seasoning, and went straight to the star of the show. I grinded some uziza seed and went ahead to add crayfish. Guys, my tapoli skills are top notch. I grinded the crayfish to the texture I wanted. Once that was ready, I went ahead to start grinding some pepper. I don't know why I was managing the pepper, but I definitely had to grind some more later on because we love pepper in this house. And of course, an Idoma woman doesn't cook without ukbehe. The local standard I wanted this soup to have, it needed ukbehe. I crushed and grinded it and went ahead to add it into the meat. Unfortunately, a lot of the ukbehe got stuck in the asanka, but once again, my skills came to the rescue. I went ahead to just add some water and grinded some more, and of course it came out. Then I proceeded to wash my stockfish with really hot water to get out all the dirt. Neither me nor my husband likes big meat, so I had to break down my bush meat into smaller pieces. Once that was done, I washed it in hot water and added it into the meat on the fire. Stirred well, added some more water and covered to cook. Now, ideally for soups, I don't like to heat up my oil in pans, but I didn't exactly trust the oil, so I used some crayfish to neutralize the taste. I just did that lightly and went ahead to pour it into the soup. Now, this process of mixing egusi is a complete game changer. The idea is to massage it until all the oil comes out. That way, it's easier for the egusi to form lumps and your soup won't be too runny. So I mixed the egusi and sesame seeds together once and for all and started massaging. For this, you need just a little bit of water and salt. Unfortunately, I didn't massage for long enough, so the lumps didn't form as hard as I wanted, but it still turned out nice. Again, we don't like big meat in this house, so I had to bring it all out and start slicing them into smaller pieces. After that, I added in the egusi. At this point in my soup, I like to completely lower the heat down and leave on the fire for a long time for it to actually cook all the way. Once everything had thoroughly cooked together, I tasted for seasoning, and I went ahead to add some more pepper and crayfish and salt. At this point, everything had come together. I still added a bit more water and allowed to cook. I like to go in with my uziza seed just a bit bit early so all the flavor can come out. At this point, I was also done slicing the meat, so I put it in there and allowed it to cook. In no time, the soup was ready and I went ahead to add in the ugu leaves. And of course, massage the fufu in the asanka because I can. It's just the single most efficient multi-purpose kitchen item you can have. And voila, my soup was ready. Tell me why I didn't just stay in the kitchen and finish my food. I took it to my husband to taste and that was the end of it.
Hey y'all, my name is Song and I'm a Ghanaian American girl who decided to move to the motherland to get in touch with her roots. We were feeling hungry late night, so make this eba for the first time with me. Started by chopping up the meat. Y'all, I have never held a knife that big in my entire life. Had to wash it off. Don't tell me I don't wash my meat. Pause. I tried this seasoning powder for the first time. It was pretty good. Added it to the pot. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. My friend was warning me not to go overboard with the spice, but this is my recipe, so I'm the boss. And I was arguing with my friends because I'm like, this is not a habanero. They're like, it's not called a habanero. I'm like, that's a habanero. Crushed it up, put it in the pot, sliced up some more protein. Y'all love sausage here. That's something that I'm realizing. Guys, I'm always so scared of the fire. This is the first time I lit it by myself. As you can tell, I was excited, so clap for me. Thank you. Then it was time to make the base of our sauce or stew. What is the difference between sauce and stew? There's no difference to me, so I'm gonna call it stew. We blended some peppers, onions, added the stock from the meat, put the meat in the air fryer to get crispy, and I asked my friend if he had to dance like American, how he would dance, and this is what he did. Okay, next we added some palm nut oil, then added the base that we had mixed up in the blender. Then we added some sauce that we had previously, and y'all, that just brought the flavor to a whole different dimension. Like, we mixed it up, y'all see it sizzling and grizzling and snizzling, like, it was smelling like your grandma's kitchen. Then we crushed in a cube. Now, put in the comments how y'all make your stew, because I tasted this and it was good, but I'm not sure if this is a traditional. Now it was time to make the actual eba. Busted the water and it was time to put that work in. Now, I don't know how y'all do this because my hand was hurting. Like, this reminded me I need to hit arms next time I go to the gym for sure. But it was all worth it in the end. We plated it up. We were hungry at this point. Then we added the sauce to the plates. Guys, it was smelling so good, and we mixed the sauce with the meat and coated it all over. Ooh, what do y'all think about this late night eba? It was a late night, it's just a little late night snack, just a little snacky snack. If I told you it was around 2 a.m. when we finished making this meal, would you believe me? What should I make next, y'all? Put it in the comments. Bye.
There is nothing I hate more than traffic. So on our ride back to Accra from Kumasi, we got caught up in the wildest traffic I have ever seen. And I mean, we were warned to leave Kumasi pretty early, but we could not because I did not eat my fufu. And it would have been a crime for me to come all the way to Kumasi and not eat fufu. So I needed to wait to have my fufu. And because of that, we were late leaving. And if there's one thing I've learned driving in Accra is whenever you're in traffic and you need to get out of traffic, follow the trotros, okay? And that was exactly what we did. And they took us to this really picturesque village. And eventually we made it back onto the main road. The ride back to Accra felt significantly longer than the ride going to Kumasi, but thank God we eventually made it. The TikTok girls serenaded us with one last dance. I cannot wait to go on the next adventure with my boo. And I will catch you guys on the next one.
We're in Ghana. Today's wash day. Look at this. In Ghana, a lot of people do not use washing machines and dryers. They literally wash their clothes by hand. In America, we literally just go to the wash machine, we throw our clothes in there, we come back in 30 minutes and everything is done. And then we dry our clothes and go about our day. But like in Ghana, like they're doing like manual labor. And it's really giving me like such a huge respect for the people here. So today we're gonna try washing our clothes. And bear with me because these people have been doing this forever. So their muscles are probably super strong and mine aren't. But I'm gonna try. So you get your little soap. This is a bucket of water, and these are our clothes. And you get your soap. The soap actually smells pretty good. And then you just like you would wash anything, the same way you would wash, I don't know, like your underwear in the sink or something like that. And you put the soap on there, and then you just like scrub it. Like you put your two hands together, you just scrub so you feel like it's clean. And then put it here. This will be our clean water, and you continue. And the sun is hot. Like it's on my face. I don't know how these people do it.
So it genuinely depends on the day and the situation. I actually pointed out the other day, I haven't had light out since I've been here. I think we had one light out for like maybe a couple of hours, but genuinely, I have not experienced light out since I've been here this go around, which is giving props. On the flip side of it, the sink, it just depends on the day. It depends on how it flows. So it's just important for you to have, again, most people, if you got it like that, you got a poly tank or a borehole, you got some type of reserve. Same thing with the electricity. If you have some type of generator or something to the effect, you don't deal with that. If not, you are a person like myself, you definitely got you like some lights that's rechargeable. You get what I'm saying? Like, you make everything work, down the candles if you need them. You see my point? And the same with water. You have reserves of water in the kitchen, like, you know, for washing your hands, especially like when you just running in here. It's just, this water is not for drinking at all. So if and never when the water goes out, this is how you just, you know, quickly wash your hands, rinse something off. You know, you just keep these bottles on deck so that you're straight.
We're in the harbor in Ghana, and I see Terrier, right? And Terrier, it's 7 o'clock, and Terrier will sleep here. You know why? Because he is waiting for your uncle, right? So your uncle, where's your uncle?
It's amazing.
Yeah, they're on the seas. On the sea.
Yeah.
When he will come?
12 a.m. We will see 1 or 2. Yeah. Yes. It depends the way that it depends the time when the fish will come to the net.
Yes. So you are waiting for him?
Yeah.
Wow.
They'll cast their nets and maybe wait about after 3 hours before they started to. Yeah.
How many of you will sleep here?
More of them. So we are plenty. They'll come here. Now they are in town. Yeah, they are in town eating. Some people are doing their thing around 10. I see them plenty. Our women, my mothers and my aunties, then we'll go and sleep there and then read.
You are hardworking. You are hardworking. Yeah.
Our mothers and our fathers change because of fishing change. So now they are work.
I think you need to more blankets here because it's cold here.
But we are used to it's our work, so we are used to.
Okay. See how hardworking they are.
I can move myself and sleep like that. Like that, nothing happen.
Okay.
But if you fall sick tomorrow morning.
I think so. So it's comfortable. It's comfortable here.
That's very comfortable. I can even use this one to come out. Yes, you can use it. Some people they use it to cover ourselves.
Okay.
If you know good,
Richard, you are comfortable here.
If they are here, you see that. All of them. Yes. Some people put mats here. Yes. We'll sleep. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah, no mosquito. No mosquito. The air they take them far away.
That is a fisherman's life. Yeah. Okay, good night.
Thank you. God bless.
Bye.
You know, for me, I agree with her, honestly, because people think Ghanaians, we don't like ourselves and all that. But it's really the other way around. We love each other. We like ourselves more than any other country. Nigerians, that all the time, they even defend themselves. They defend the country. Whenever something, like someone says something bad about the country, they try to defend. Even them, there are 3 major tribes. They don't like each other like that, you see. And when it comes to what she was saying about people, like rich people in Nigeria, not thinking about the people and also trying to get a good name for themselves in their country. Whereas in Ghana, rich people in Ghana, whenever they make their money, the next thing is for them to get that good name. Because I have money. What again? Like what else? I need that good name so that when I'm no more, at least people can remember me for something. You see, and that's how Ghanaians in general, they think. It's not all about money. So this is one particular thing that many people perhaps don't know about Ghanaians, but it's very true. We love the good name more than the money, because Charlie, if you get money, or you fight for money, at the end of the day, you die, you go. What have you achieved? You understand? So the good name is very, 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 very good. At least leave a mark on this earth before you pass away. That's the mindset of every Ghanaian. Whilst in Nigeria, it is not like that. We all know. Maybe some people do certain things, some good stuff, but we are talking about the average Nigerian rich person or billionaire, you know, they don't really have that mindset. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's it. This lady that's talking, she's half Nigerian, half Ghanaian, so she knows what she's talking about. Yeah, thank you so much for watching.